What's up? What's up?
Hello, hello.
How y'all doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
I got me reaching out to Coach Ange real quick. Lower this down.
Can you see me?
I see you. All right,
Okay.
Melissa. Oh, there goes Coach Ange. What's up, Coach Ange? So my screen's a little blurry. Whose iPhone? Oh, they just turned the camera off. Coach Ange, I'm gonna let you take over. Yeah, who's
Oh, thanks.
iPhone 93? Who's that? I can't.
Oh, it's Tammy.
Oh, what's up, Miss Tammy? How you doing?
Hey, all right. We're not very techy, so I'm trying.
Doing good. You're doing good. All right,
Hey.
Coach Ange, what's up?
Yeah, you're fine. Did you find out who iPhone 126 is?
iPhone 126
I think that's
revision.
Tony.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. I'm glad you guys are here. All
Yeah.
right. So let me, are you recording already?
Not yet. Oh yeah, it's recording.
Okay, perfect. So we're recording for our friends who can't make it, but welcome to the Bamboo Coaching and Support Zoom. Glad you guys are here. The purpose of this meeting is not to stay here for a long time. Could you admit everyone for me, Coach Jen?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad we're packing this out. Good. But the purpose of this is to make sure we know exactly the play that we're supposed to run through the weekend and then prepping for next week. So we're going to talk about fitness and nutrition. Fitness first. So as far as fitness goes, the goal is to have 3 to 5 hours of intentional activity. And everyone knows hard start, hard finish, just like in class. So not mowing the lawn, not walking back and forth to the mailbox does not count, unfortunately. But it does have to be a hard start, hard finish, at least 30 minutes. That's the goal. So we accomplish this with our 3 bamboo sessions and then our 2 homework assignments. Homework assignments, that's our first question. Have you completed your homework assignments this week? We should be at least 1 in. So I'm gonna start with our vets and then work our way around. Miss Yolanda, what's up?
Hi, how are you? Yes, I
Good.
finished my workouts.
Perfect. And I think I saw you walk the bridge as one of them, right?
Yep.
Perfect. And you said 2
And I
already.
did too. Yep, and the B team body, whatever it's called.
B team total body
Total body. Yep.
from the app. Good.
Uh-huh. And it was intense.
Good. What weights did you use, if you don't mind me asking?
Weights, I use kettlebell.
Okay. Good. Perfect.
Mm.
Glad to hear it. I'm gonna move on. Miss Patty.
Hello.
Hi, glad
How
you're
are
here.
you? I'm good.
Good.
I've done 2 workouts this week. I'm going in again tomorrow. I have not done any homework though.
It's all right. As far as homework goes,
Mhm.
what do you usually do?
Honestly, I try to mix it up where I can. I'll pick one of the B team things from the app when I can. But like I said, lately it's been tough because I have been working extra on my nighttime job. So I've been going from one job to the next job. So I'm not usually home till about 9 o'clock at night. I
Okay.
just happen to be home tonight,
Right.
thankfully. So
Okay.
I haven't done too much of the homework stuff. I have been trying to get into the gym though.
Okay. I'm
And
glad
I've
you're in the gym.
and I've been adhering to my intermittent fasting.
Beautiful. For homework, what's your weekend look like?
I am actually off the weekend.
Okay, so
So,
this is good news for this
yep.
week. This is our plan B. We're gonna use Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Can you power walk for me? I don't think you jog.
I try to come into Saturday's strength session because
Okay.
usually I can stay there longer. I'm usually there for at least an hour
Yep.
when I go in and I do that. So I kind of prefer to do that on a Saturday just because I'm usually able to get in there and I can stay there longer.
Yep.
So that
Perfect.
was my goal. I'm going to try to go tomorrow night, probably at the 5:15 class after I get out of work. And then go Saturday morning.
Okay, I'm off a day. So that makes your 3 sessions.
Right.
And
Yeah, because
then
I've already done 2. I've already done 2 sessions this week. I did Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday.
I'm
Got it.
sorry. Yes, Monday and Wednesday. I was there last night, and then I was gonna do Friday evening, and then I was gonna do Saturday.
I like it. So that's all strength.
Yeah.
So that means your homework should probably be power walking.
Okay,
On Saturday and Sunday, can you get some power walking in for
I
me?
can, I can,
30 minutes and 30 minutes.
I can do the bridge. I could go walk the bridge.
All right. I'm gonna
I'm not
check
that
you
far
out.
from Granada Bridge.
Perfect. That's the one Yolanda walks, right?
Yep,
Flagler
Yeah.
Beach and Granada. Yep. Both.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Very
The one
good.
with the stairs I do is that's Flagler, and the other one is Granada.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Hey, Amy, I'm gonna consider you a vet, and then I'm gonna go to Mr. Tammy, Mr. Tammy, Miss Tammy, Mr. Tony, and then Miss Melissa, because I think this is Melissa Adams, right? So, Miss Amy, what's up? We're talking about homework assignments.
I have worked out 3 days this week. I took today as a kind of a rest day, although I still worked out anyway because my kiddos wanted to join me. And then I'm
Okay.
going to the gym tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Right, you better.
Oh, no. Like 4 or 5 different people I would show up tomorrow. So
Amy, what did you do for homework?
I have did an hour bike ride almost every day,
Oh, yes, right. Okay. How long's your bike ride?
an hour long. I don't do any less than an hour.
Good. How many times a week? Just so I have a
I do it 5 days a week.
good.
I keep forgetting to put it in an app though.
That's more than enough. That's plenty. So my homework for you is to stretch a little extra. Show your body some love. Deal?
Deal.
All right. And Miss Tammy, iPhone. Here we
Hi.
go. Hi.
Hi.
How's it been going with activity outside of the gym?
Oh, pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions. So we've done Monday, Wednesday so far this week. And we're going to start going on Saturdays as well. So we're going to do 4 strength sessions a week. And then the other homework we did tonight, we actually just got back. We do a beach walk with our dogs.
Good. How long's that walk?
It's 1.5 miles.
Good. Beautiful. How long does it take you, you said?
It takes us, well, parking and like getting to and from the car, I would say 30 minutes, about 30 minutes.
Okay.
We walk pretty fast. One of our dogs loves to walk. The other one walks halfway and then I carry her. So I've got an extra 15 pounds on the way back.
Good. Okay. All right. That's beautiful. Especially if you're going to 4 strength sessions, your homework should be steps
Okay.
and then maybe some light stretching.
Okay.
Can I
And
ask?
then what what about we just started Savage Sunday last week.
Hmm,
What do you think about adding that, even if we just kind of went and did a moderate, especially for me, a moderate version, nothing in the heat. It was pretty rough the last week, the first time for me anyway. So if we continue to go, even if we kind of modify and take it a little
sure.
bit easy,
Absolutely. So
because you do laps around, so that's steps and stuff.
yeah, so that would make 4 strength days, 4 strength sessions. 1 cardio day. I'm gonna call that cardio for
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday. And then how often do you do this 1 mile walk with the dog?
We try to do it once a week. We were running once a week. We're only 4 weeks into the program. And then in the beginning, we were using running, as our homework, like a 5K is typically what we do either outside or on the treadmill. But talking to Coach Jay, he said that would be a good plan for the first couple of weeks, but then after that to maybe add in more strength. So we haven't been running this week. But like I said, we're only 4 weeks in. This is our 4th week. So this is the first week that we haven't done running.
Okay, no, I think that's beautiful. I think he's right. So 4 strength days, the Savage Sunday in place
Mhm.
of running, and then you're at least 1 walk with the dogs, halfway carrying 15-pound dog.
Yes,
I
yes.
think
And we
that's,
actually that's kind of like a power walk, I guess you would
Yeah.
call it more. But we do walks almost every evening. And that's a mile. That's our local, like around our neighborhood. We've got a mile trail. And we
Okay.
do that almost every evening, but that's a little more leisure.
Sure. Okay. That's really good. It's really good for digestion. You do it after dinner?
Yes, we do it when the sun's almost down, about 8 o'clock.
Beautiful. All right. No, I think this is a great plan to run for the next 4 weeks.
Okay,
And then we can take it from there.
okay.
Beautiful though. So let me ask you this. What's your rest day? Is that Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday,
No, Savage
we
Sunday.
yeah, we just did Savage Sunday. So really Thursday, we kind of, when we do walking, we consider it to be a rest day.
Yes.
So
Yes, active rest.
Thursdays, yeah, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays are kind of our slower days.
Perfect. All right, just making sure everyone knows should be at least 1 rest day. Active rest is beautiful. So that's where you would like add in your 30-minute walk or her like stroll through the park or a trail. Great.
Yeah. And then my husband, because we do the same workout pretty much all the time. Tony's my husband. The
Mhm.
only thing he does different is he does mow the lawn. Every weekend he does mow the lawn. I know, and I know in the beginning you said no, that doesn't count mowing the lawn. But honestly, he does a push mow, and we've got a big lot, and I mean, he's sweating good for
Yeah,
a good
sure.
90 minutes when he's doing that.
Whew. I don't know, that might count for, that counts for
I know
something.
that might count for a
But-
cardio day, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move on if you don't mind.
No, go right ahead.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Tony, thumbs up. I know she kind of went over both of your plans at the same time.
Yeah, give a thumbs up.
Okay. All right. And then Miss Melissa, you're free to unmute if you're there. And if not, I'll move on to Miss Carmen first. All right, Miss Carmen, you are up. You're free to unmute, asking about homework assignments. Sorry, I got the baby. I know. He's fine.
Am I unmuted?
Oh, Melissa. Yeah, what's up?
Okay. I just figured out how to unmute it.
Mhm.
Well done. So for homework assignments, do you have 1 done for the week yet?
I have 2 done.
You have 2 done. Excuse me. Good job. And for homework, you are power walking?
I did 1 power walk and then I did cycling.
Cycling. Cycling lasts how long? 30 minutes?
30 to 40 minutes.
Good. Good job. And it's a stationary bike, I'm assuming.
No.
Oh, no, you're biking.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Outside, so 30 to 40 minutes. Level of intensity, what would you say? 1 being easy, 10 being like, oh my God.
Well,
Dying.
the most that hurts is my quads when I'm doing it. So I guess the quads hurt the whole time you're doing it, but it's not horrible. So I guess maybe a 4.
A 4? Okay. What would you rate class? Bamboo sessions, level of intensity.
I guess a 2. I mean, some things are okay, and then some things are harder.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm.
No, that's good.
You said
I mean,
the
I'm
bamboo.
sore.
You said the bamboo sessions are too, Miss Melissa.
Well, I'm not saying I want to
Is
go out and
that what you just said? Is that what
lift
I
100 pounds, but
Don't give 'em
I
ideas.
enjoy them.
Okay, but you said it's a 2. I just want to make sure that's what you're saying.
Well, I mean, they're hard, but they're not unbearable.
So, Miss Melissa, I know we're new. You have to grab heavier weights. Because what I've heard in the past, which it blows my mind, is people be like, "Oh, it was too easy," and I'm saying, well, okay, me as a coach, us as a coaching system, we got to get better at encouraging people to lift heavier if they're saying, "Yeah, it's at a 2," because no one knows how hard it is for you aside from you. So if it's a 2, I'm encouraging you right now with everybody in here, Coach Ange,
Yep.
all of us, all family. I'm encouraging you. Let's go a little heavier because I want it to be like, yeah, when I push every workout, my intensity is at minimum 6, and that's when I'm like on recovery, as in like I'm coming back from an injury. Otherwise, 8 to 10. And I promise you, all of us, if we push into 8 to 10 on every workout, we're gonna get everything we desire. If we keep it at a level 2, and I'm not talking down on it, I'm not saying it, but if we keep it at a 2, that's when we hit the plateaus and it's just like, well, what are we even doing anyways? That's what it usually ends up happening for most people. Okay, so and I've been there myself before. So it's Melissa, next time we're in there, got my eyes on you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Got my eyes on you.
Sure. Deal. Is it okay if I move on to Miss Carmen? Because I think we have a visitor here, Miss Dina,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yep.
Miss Carmen, you're muted.
Yes,
Question you're up is if you've gotten homework assignments in.
I'm gonna be really honest. I haven't. I've been sore. Today I feel a little bit better because the the pre-workout powder that you guys gave me to try, that made me feel a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, but I am sore and it's very tense. So
Okay.
my homework, I was planning to do it Saturday after work, and that's gonna be 1 hour of power walking.
Perfect. Saturday after work. So technically this week you've taken Tuesday and Thursday as rest days
Oh,
to
yes, ma'am.
recover. No, that's
Yes.
great. Could we do Saturday and Sunday? Is that possible if we do a 30-minute?
I signed up for Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Okay.
I do want to get a credit class in, and that will be Sunday.
Perfect. I didn't know about that. Then yeah, that's good. That's a perfect plan. So soak up this last rest day. I won't bother you with it. And drink your intra. That was intra, not pre-workout. That was intra for recovery.
Okay.
Magnesium,
well,
sodium.
that
Mhm.
definitely worked. For me, I think it worked.
Beautiful. I'm gonna move on because oh, where'd she go? Miss Dina, hi. Hey, I'm Coach Ange.
Hi.
I take it you're starting next week.
Monday, yes.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. You kind of getting a feel for what's going on. Here in this meeting, we just ask about fitness and we ask about nutrition. We offer support. So you'll learn more when you meet with Bree one more time over the weekend.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
my dog.
You're fine. Can't
He's
wait to
talking.
see you in person.
Thank
You're free to
you.
hang out.
Nice to see you again, Miss Dina.
Yes, thank you. Likewise.
And then Miss Jenny, I saw you just jumped on. Welcome.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Coach Ange. Nice to meet you somewhat in person.
you too.
Miss Jenny, we're asking about homework assignments and you're last up. Are you doing homework assignments this week, like power walking?
I didn't do it on Tuesday because I was in a little bit of pain after my workout, but
Yeah.
I did do it today
Good.
after work, and then I'm doing another class tomorrow, and then I will do my walk on Saturday after work.
Perfect. And this walk is done outside?
Yes.
Good. And this is power walking, right? Like we're
Yes.
good. Like we log the time start, go 30 minutes.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. For week 1, that's really good. I'm proud of you guys. Everyone, this is Jenny's first week. This is, where'd she go? Miss Carmen's first week. Killing it. Good job.
Good job. Good job, y'all.
All right. We are gonna track on for nutrition. So we're switching gears. Goal is to follow your plan. It's simple because everyone has their own plan in their app under the fork and knife. Miss Tammy, Mr. Tony have a separate plan, but everyone has a plan according to their current weight. So everything's portion controlled according to their weight. I was just pulling some examples. I was looking back through. People who are successful here and see max results do this. This is what it takes. In that meeting, Miss Dina, you probably see this in your orientation email, but everyone has that 2-week meal planner to kick things off. So I pulled this, there's no names. So if this is yours, you could say something, you don't have to. But you literally write out some things. It's what it takes. You have to write it out. For Monday, I'm doing this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and here are my snacks. And then even over the course of the 8 weeks, this is what I've gotten from, this was a mom-daughter combo, but they both sent it in. They had separate plans and they did this every single week and they saw great results. So I just want to encourage you, like if it feels like, man, do I really need to write it out? If you want great results. And then sometimes your coach is looking for a picture. For some, it's a grocery haul. For some, it's a picture that's like packaged up beautifully like this. This was one person's strategy. So she just kept all her food portioned out perfectly away from the kids' meals and all of that. This is a grocery haul. Can anyone name a carb out of this grocery haul that our coach would say, oh, ding, I see a carb?
The berries.
Yes. Perfect. Can anyone name I don't know if you guys could see this. Well, we see the veggies. And then how about, let me see.
I see a couple proteins.
Protein. I see a lot of protein.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this is perfect. And that's what the coach in the app would look to see. Like, okay.
What
ding,
about a fat? No, one second. What about a fat?
I don't see.
I mean, technically, it's kind of already in there.
This person, I could look back and through and
Well,
see.
it's in the egg. So the egg yolk, that's what the fat's in. So that's why we have egg whites if we're on the regular plan at breakfast.
And then she might be using olive oil to cook, for example. Beautiful. All right, so the question that I'm going around with now is, have you been following your meal plan? I'm gonna take my screen off share just so we could all see each other.
And I'm gonna jump in real quick. So we have a
Go
lot
ahead.
of people on here, family. So we don't want to, and this is, I'm saying this with love and respect. We don't want to spend 20 minutes if we don't have to. If we have to, that's one thing for sure. We will. But if you have questions, like if you would, please get to the question and please understand that it's late. We all have families and loved ones, except for me, I'm by myself, but that's okay. It's okay.
Coach Jay, you have a lot of loved ones.
Okay.
They're just
I'll just
not
joke.
with you.
I'm just joking. All right, Coach Ange, take over. You're good.
All right, Miss Patty, you're up. All good with nutrition?
I'm doing the intermittent fasting, doing the 4-week challenge. So
Good.
I have been I'm currently, this week is a 9-hour eating window and a 15-hour fasting window. So
Perfect.
I have
10 more
been
days.
sticking to that very, very closely. I don't start eating till 11 o'clock in the morning. Next week it'll be 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Last week I was starting at 10. That seemed fine. Now that I've bumped it up to 11 o'clock in the morning, it's like, I'm getting a lot hungrier, closer to that hour. So, but it's worked out well. I'm not doing anything at all after 8 o'clock at night. I'll have like a cup of brewed tea before I go to bed. That's about it.
Beautiful.
Drinking a lot of water.
Good.
You know,
And then lean
which I
into the
do anyway.
community. Because you're not the only one here doing that. That's Yolanda, that's Amy, that's the coaches. We're all in this together. So lean into us if you need anything. I'm gonna move on, okay?
Yep.
Yolanda, thumbs up? Just because we talk all the time? Where are you? All right, I'm assuming that was a thumbs up that I missed.
Yep, thumbs up.
Okay. And then Amy? All right. And anyone else here doing the intermittent fasting challenge with us right this second? Okay. Next up, Mr. Tony and Miss Tammy. You guys are free to unmute if you have any immediate questions with nutrition.
We're doing pretty good on our nutrition. I did have a question about fruit. I know that fruit is sugary and you can do too much fruit, which we're not doing. But for a snack, we do put a quarter cup of berries in our breakfast. That's pretty much every day. They're blueberries or blackberries. But for a snack, we're doing like a real tiny apple, or I'll do like a grapefruit. Is there any other fruit that would be okay to eat? Like, would watermelon be okay, or would you say just only apples and grapefruit?
Apples, grapefruit, berries are 100% okay.
Okay.
Coach Jay, I'll let you jump in just because you probably know more than I do
Yeah. All
with
right.
their current plan.
So one is a half a piece of fruit. So if it's going to be watermelon, and this is because you guys are on the vegan.
Yes.
So I'm speaking to you guys specifically. After the challenge, we're gonna open up the gates on the fruit a little bit more.
Okay.
Right now, it's supposed to be a half a piece of fruit if it's gonna be pineapple, if it's gonna be watermelon or anything like that. Here's the catch: a half a piece is gonna be, think of like a medium-sized apple, which isn't that big. So if you think of like a half a piece, like a half a piece of an apple, it's not that big. So
Okay.
you can have watermelon in the first half of the day, not in the second half. And it's supposed to be, say, like half of your fist. So it's supposed to be like like a half a cup, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, we're not overdoing it on the fruit at all. I just thought maybe there might be some other options. And bananas is a no for now, correct?
Same thing with you. So it'd be a half a piece of fruit. So that encompasses bananas as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. Thank you. That was the only question.
Yeah. And if you're sticking to this, like especially with you guys, if you're sticking to this, say 85, 90%, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. All right. So if you have a half a piece of fruit, if it's a banana, if it's a this, don't overthink it. That's good. That's
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Good question.
Any more questions, Miss Tammy or Mr. Tony?
Oh, Tony, we kind of asked this already, but maybe verification popcorn. We get so snacky at the end of the night, and for crunchy, something crunchy. I'm a potato chip nut, which I have not had, but popcorn is a no as well, right? I just want
Yeah.
to verify that.
So popcorn is definitely a no in the evening.
Okay, yeah, our coach told us that, but I thought maybe I could get a different answer.
It's definitely a no.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
but with that being said, does anybody, here's what I do for my crunchiness, which is not the same as popcorn. My fats in the evening, I have peanuts. So I don't use cooking oil. I don't use any type of liquid fat or anything like that. I have my dinner and then I eat peanuts. That's what
Okay, we do like nuts, like walnuts even, or almonds, just a very small little portion. Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Make sure you get the protein in, especially you, Mr. Tony, as well. Make sure you guys get that protein in.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Let's see, after you two, Miss Melissa.
Yep.
And then Miss Carmen. So Miss Melissa. How are things going sticking to your plan?
I'm doing good, sticking to the plan.
Okay. Any questions?
No,
Okay. All right. You already had dinner tonight?
I did.
All right.
I just swapped it up. I kind of had breakfast. I had my
Okay.
egg whites and my apple.
Okay. So the apple,
That's my
I don't want
carb.
to put you on the spot, but
I didn't have
Right.
it this morning.
okay. Because you didn't have it on you or
I just didn't have it. I just
okay.
did the egg whites.
Okay. So if we could we make sure we get the carbon earlier in the day, just like Coach Jay said, if in the first half of the day.
Okay.
You'll even see like breakfast, lunch, carb. At dinners when you swap it, that's why he was saying it's okay to have the he was talking to Miss Tammy, the almonds, that's where your healthy fat comes in.
Okay.
And it'll help you feel satiated overnight. But the carb turns to sugar, and that's what we're trying to eliminate.
Gotcha.
Could we make the switch? That would be perfect.
Okay.
But good job sticking to your plan. And I like the switch up. We had breakfast for dinner all the time too here at our house. breakfast lovers. I'm gonna move on if that's okay.
Sure.
Miss Carmen, how are you sticking to your nutrition plan?
It's challenging.
Okay.
I'm not used to the switch. I mean, I am the only one in the house that eats a little healthier.
Okay.
But what's challenging to me is the portion.
Okay. As in it's too much to eat or not enough?
I have a big appetite. It's not enough.
Not enough. Okay. All right. Are you eating all of your protein?
Yes.
Okay. Are you getting your snacks in?
Yeah, I switched to that Quest snack thing that I keep seeing everybody post, but I gotta get used to the taste.
Okay. Are you talking about a protein shake?
No, the actual little snacks.
Okay. Like a Oikos Pro yogurt?
Yeah, but the Quest, well, no, for the Quest, I got like cookies and brownie. Cause remember, I have a sweet tooth that night,
Okay.
so I'm trying to kick that sweet tooth and switch it for something healthier because it's hard to just not. For me, it's hard not to eat before going to bed. Like,
Sure. Okay.
you know.
All right. So Coach Jay has a really cool milkshake strategy, but I kind of want to backtrack since this is the first week and we haven't even given it a shot doing protein shakes. I think you'd be surprised and I think you'd be less sore, to be honest, if we gave the protein shakes a try because you're going to have that in between your meals versus going through your whole day with just the 3 meals and then hopefully, grabbing that Quest treat.
Right.
What I'd love is if we tried it for like 3 days and did our shakes. And at the end of the night, if you really can't take it, then maybe we have half a Quest cookie. But at least we know we got all our protein opportunities in throughout the day. Does that make
Oh.
sense?
Yes.
Could we do that? Do you have a protein powder on you?
I have one. It's protein and greens.
Okay. Shoot your coach a picture of it, but let's do that so we could rock with this plan and just give it a shot.
Okay.
You can't lose or you can't win.
Oh, Nico, you got something you want to add?
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna type it in the chat, but the protein shakes, they're gonna have a lot more protein than those cookies. Like those cookies and stuff, they have some protein, they're better than like your normal cookies, but they're not really gonna help you with curbing like your cravings because they don't have a substantial amount of protein. But the protein shakes, they'll help a lot more.
Okay.
Eat a tuna packet. Get a pickle. Yes.
I had tuna for 2 days, believe it or not.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon. If you're hungry, add in more protein and more vegetables. Is it gonna be as mouthwatering? Probably not, but it's gonna be more filling. So that goes for all of us. If you're super hungry, the rule of thumb is add more protein and add more vegetables. And not even try that. That right there usually does a trick.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, Ms.
Thanks for
Carmen.
being honest. Miss Jenny, this is your first week too.
Yes.
How's the nutrition plan?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sticking to your plan? You said yes.
Yes. Everything's
You-
doing good. I switched from regular Coke to Coke Zero, so it doesn't have any sugar, and I don't really notice a difference. So that's actually good. I have my protein. I actually got my protein shake. The big thing. I ordered it from Walmart. So I started drinking that last night. I really like it. I got the chocolate one. And let's see what else. I'm sticking to the plan. It's
Okay.
just late at night I have a problem because that's usually my like need to snack kind of thing. Like after 9 o'clock, I feel like I need to like raid the refrigerator, and it's very difficult.
Okay. Which is a lot of us when we first get here. When you want to raid the fridge, are you saying you're hungry or is it just a snacking out of habit?
Mostly snacking out of habit, but sometimes I am hungry.
Okay. So I think because you have the shake now, like kind of what we just talked about with Carmen.
Mm.
Now that you have the shake, you're gonna have that in between meals and you shouldn't be as hungry as you have been at night. But if you do have the munchies, just out of habit of grabbing something quick, can you snack on your almonds and that be your fat? Do you like nuts?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine. Other go-tos, if anyone has anything, they could throw it out there, but I know Yolanda makes her kale chips in the air fryer, right? And
Yep.
you can season those up however you want, and that'll
Those
be like
are-
crunchy. I mean, you could go standard cucumber, you could go celery, of course, those are veggies. They're
Celery, I
all-
can only get down if I put some peanut butter on it.
that could be your fat then.
Fat, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
that'd be a
the one.
solution.
And then what I do, a lot of times, Jenny, is I went through a phase where I'd have like a milkshake every night. So I take my protein powder and I'd use a little bit of almond milk and then a little bit of ice, and then I add a drop of vanilla extract. And
The only problem with that is I'm lactose, so I can't have any kind of dairy.
no, almond milk
Not
isn't
dairy.
dairy. Almond milk is like zero dairy.
Oh,
So you don't
okay.
have to worry about that.
I've
But
actually
it-
never tried almond milk, just regular.
It's not the best, but it works good for like a little like milkshake type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I can send you a recipe whenever we're done. But what you're going through is normal. It's normal to be a little hungry, especially if you start working out, your metabolism is going to kick up. So that's normal. Do your best, Miss Jenny. If you have questions,
I will.
all right.
I don't know why
Yep.
my camera's not working, but
You're
sorry.
okay. Good.
No, you're fine, fine. Someone has their hand raised. That was iPhone, that's either,
Yes,
Tammy.
that's me, Tammy. What about those dry roasted edamame beans? We eat those sometimes and they're high in protein and there's not much else in them. They're nice and crunchy. I mean, that might be a snack idea, or is there any negatives on those?
no,
No.
that slipped my mind. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's an idea. We have them and we quite like them. Sometimes we'll just throw a handful on a salad but they're good just to munch on too, kind of like peanuts, you know?
Right.
So just wanted to mention it for the others.
Yeah, thanks. Gotta add that to my list, have it on hand. All right, guys, my computer's gonna die. And we've kept you long enough. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for being here. If you need this recording to have on hand, let me know.
Absolutely. And real quick,
Miss
Miss Tandy,
Tina.
make sure you get 10,000 steps a day. Excuse me, Miss Patty, make sure you get 10,000 steps a day, especially if you're not able to do all the homeworks. For clarity, you're doing Saturday morning still, right? Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect. For everybody else, the whole objective is for us to switch our identity to be healthy, fit-minded people. That's the
Yes.
whole purpose of this program, to switch the identity and to start making healthier choices and healthier decisions. It's a process. We do our best. If you have questions, please reach out to us. And we're in the Facebook group. You can also reach out to us in the app. But this is good stuff. All right, so I'm very proud of everybody here. Miss Melissa, remember 8 or 10 on the intensity.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody else, we're good. Any real quick questions, or we're good?
Good. We'll meet Miss Dina next week.
Yay, Miss Dina. I met Miss Dina about a year ago, I think. at
Oh,
South
wow.
Florida.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.
All right, good night.
And Oniqua, stay on. And Coach Ange, if you have a little bit of juice left in.
Yep, I'm gonna just stop recording.